Which way do I go? I guess this way. I guess this way. Boy, the darkness is persistent in here. Am I lost? Maybe.
Warning, the actions and stunts performed in this video were done so by professionals. Do not enter a cave without a cave tour guide.
I don't remember this at all. I don't know where I'm at. Been a while since I've been lost. I don't see my footprints. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you stay with me since I feel like I'm lost. That might be interesting. No, that goes through, but I don't understand. I don't understand where I'm at. I don't remember anything this tight. This is very tight. It appears to go through, but Mamma Mia. I'm gonna check my map. This is happening. This is why I have a map. This is a very old map. It's probably not accurate, but...
Old maps are often hand-drawn, inaccurate, or incomplete. There are times when the caver may inadvertently move to a passage that is off the map and not be immediately aware of it. If a caver is unaware of their own mistake, they will likely not set up guidance markers for exiting the cave. Without their markers, nor the map's guidance, there is very little help in terms of what their location is in the cave. From this point, it is a nervous guessing game based on experience and understanding how caves are formed.
I don't remember being this crawly at all. So I must have taken a wrong way. And now I have to suffer the consequences. Okay, here. Yeah, that's pretty tight. That's not gonna be fun. Can I even fit through that? Well, I don't know what happened. Okay, I took a wrong turn somewhere. And now I have to pay the price. Boy, am I glad I don't have my bag with me. That'd be tough to bring through here. Wherever I'm at, there I am. Still not really squeezing, but you know, it's not my favorite here. I don't know why my phone's always broken. That doesn't make no sense. I really don't know what happened here. I don't know how I got off this way or anything at all. But you can see that it's coming open. Woo, good little squeeze right there. It's because I get filming and then I don't pay attention to my roots. The way I'm going. Hopefully I don't have to go back through that. If this is not the right way, then I do have to go back through it. And I don't want to. So a lot of times you don't see us because we're a little bit nervous. And it's hard to think while we're filming. We try to give an accurate portrayal of events that are actually occurring. So if we make mistakes, stuff like that, we actually want to show them. People say, oh, you cave wrong. Well, sometimes we do. We want to show that. But there are times when even we get nervous and we have to make better decisions, which means we got to turn the equipment off and then just give our full concentration to getting out of the cave. I don't know where I'm at. This sucks. I'd say I got fully lost. And now I don't know where I'm at all. Okay. I will get you back out when I make it out. I made it out. So, yeah, I got a little bit lost. I'll explain that when I get out, so you don't have to explain it once. Because Dad will be wondering if I lived or died. And I lived. I usually do. Sometimes I don't, though. Those are rough days. Woo-woo!
made a big loop.
Well, to be honest, I don't know what I did. I'm gonna take my gear down. There's a cinders in that thing that will set up on that line. No, I know. The rope's not, this isn't a knotted rope yet either, so. Okay, and I'll be able to feel, sometimes it looks scarier from here. It's probably not. Might be tall enough. Okay, these seem to be, no, I mean, they're as easy to fall as they are anything. Yeah, that's not very great. And that's probably the hole of the cave. You're not gonna like that either. This is a pit. How cool is that? I'm just making sure you don't tumble too far. That's what I got you now.
All right.
I wanted him to jump on me and be fun. He was fun. I was trying to get him to jump on me. That's the way into the cave. It's not supposed to be a crawly cave, but you know, whatever. There's your draft. I suspect it's the same. This is pretty cool. You're just gonna be able to crawl down in here. Yeah, and this is not a problem because you can just lay and then it just goes right to the floor. The other way has a bit of a drop down. This way is more of a something else. Bad dad out of the tube room. Oh, you're going that way. And you can just slide in here, it just slides down a little.
This cave entrance was created when the cooling lava flow was pushing forced air to the surface, creating a bubble room and then an exit to the outside.
This is a nice tight little crawl. A little water in the bottom to make it interesting.
Wow, we found a squeezer. He doesn't really appreciate these too much. That's his Find My Carcass orange. He is just dying to get in there. Look at this guy.
It's a tight one.
Oh, you're on the tight side too. And in the water. Well, the choices you make for your life. We just emerged from the small space that is the entrance, that little crawl through. And this is wonderful. We got Bad Dad leading the way. Look at the ceilings. Ceiling height is about 8 or 9 feet. Look at that, isn't that something? That is beautiful. This is neat. A little bit of a side thing over here. Oh wow, look how flat the floor is. Look how flat the floor is.
We've come to a fork in the road, only it's a fork in the cave, and a huge pillar here behind us.
Yeah, it is. So one of the things we do when we come to a fork in the road is, this is what I do when there's a lot of forks, is this is the way that we came from. So I'd put a pillar there. I'd just take these rocks and make a little rock stack. There's a little rock stack right over here. I don't like where it's placed. I don't think this is gonna be too confusing of a cave. But I would make a little rock stack like that in the direction of the entrance so that no matter which way I go, if I go that way, when I come back, I could see that the rock stack guides me towards the exit.
While navigating without a map, when the caver comes to an area with 2 or more passage choices, they can leave a rock stack or other indicator in the passage they are leaving. Using this simple principle, if the caver ever feels or becomes lost, they can turn around and leave the cave by following the rock stacks which they had previously placed. Using string or other methods of navigation are not recommended. Having a good map is the best tool. However, a seasoned caver can learn to navigate a cave mostly by memory.
So we can always get out of a cave no matter how lost you get.
Obviously this rock, when it flowed through here, lava was so liquid, it sloshed up on the side and really made an interesting form. Came around this corner and...
Oh yeah, I see. So the lava comes around so fast, it's like a river that just pops up on there.
Nice cave.
Yeah, a little bit. Look at that upper passage up there.
It is.
I'm going to climb this while holding my light, my camera, and walking up Grandpa's back. Ready? See what I'm doing here. One more. Got it. Shouldn't go too far. No, I don't. This kind of crawl is like a low, well, we would call it a crawl, but as you can see, I'm not scraping, so it's not a squeeze. A squeeze is when you literally scrape. And I'm not literally scraping here, I'm just scooching my body with my toes and my elbows. And that works pretty good for me. It's a good core workout, and some of these passages get pretty long, but this one's not too bad. So it's also not that grabby. I have a good tight shirt on, so it doesn't grab too much, and I shouldn't get too scraped up. This is the formation room. This is after a really long crawl, and look at these beautiful formations. Lava does this. And as long as it doesn't get bumped, which it shouldn't, because, you know, who comes to a place like this? Most people, that's just a good strong no. So, it's up to us to show them to you. Look at that, beautiful. That was once fiery lava to the ground, where these beautiful formations are. And these get high sometimes. These are very small, but interesting. Got some on the wall over here. That's neat. See how it's a different color? It's a different kind of lava that comes on top of the original lava. Here's a big blob that slops and drops itself right down through there like that. Just beautiful. That is a neat one right there. I can get myself to here, like this. So this is pumice, and this is likely an event unrelated to the origination of the cave, because the cave would have been lava, but pumice is a rock that is super light, and I think I can show you that. Oh yeah, it's a super light rock. This weighs like a feather. This stuff is really light. It's not like regular rock, so it's a very light rock, and it's likely from, again, the volcanic explosion that happened here in the early 80s. And this is nice. And I'm walking on here, it's called a lava tongue, and you can see that, because it rises a little bit above the floor. And if they get real precise, we call them dragon's tongues, because they look like an actual tongue.
Big pumice in here. How did that get in?
Yeah, the volcano shoved it in.
This is as tight as the sump. I don't know. Well, your feet make a good fulcrum to crawl.
There's an ant down here, and I'd say he's fairly lost. But it's a warm draft because it's warmer outside than it is in here. Let me get all the way up in here with my gear in what we call the Twilight room. It's always twilight in here because it's always just this glowing green area.
The Twilight Zone, as it is called, is the part of a cave that receives a small amount of sunlight, since it is not too far from the entrance. This zone is cool, damp, and its temperature is usually constant, resulting in lush green mosses and ferns.
It's always a little bit of daytime in here, but not fully daytime because above us is the entrance.
The Twilight Zone is shared by both outside organisms and cave dwellers, resulting in the transfer of energy in the form of nutrients from outside the cave to inside. Animals that live in the Twilight Zone are spiders, bats, moths, cave crickets, frogs, cave beetles, and millipedes.
Next move here is.
That's farther.
Okay.
Now we're making it.
So we're here caving today, out hiking, and we're going to a pretty interesting area of caves that really hasn't been explored for 50 years or so. Well, since pre-volcanic explosion here filled a lot of these caves with sand. So we're gonna go exploring what's supposed to be a really beautiful cave, but no one's been there since the 70s. We've got our maps with us and we're checking it out. But I'm with Bad Dad today. That's sand that developed from the ashes and everything from the big volcanic explosion. Can you see the volcano? You kind of can. It's there. Yeah, there it is. That's the volcano. You'll be able to see in a second. It may not focus on it. But anyways, we wanted to answer the question a lot of people ask is why, or when did you get started caving? When did you, what makes you want to do this or go out in the outdoors? And I always say, or I often say in reply, well, we've always done this. We were born doing this. And then Dad started telling me the story about how long he's been doing it, so I wanted him to tell a story.
I used to climb up into the mountains to go fishing up creeks that were just brush and rough terrain, and I was started at about 5 years old. And sometime when I was about 8, I got lost and had to figure out how to find my way out, which took me all day. But it was so interesting that when I told my parents I had been lost, they didn't get angry. They said, "What did you learn?" And what I learned is that the out of doors is for exploring, and there are challenges to exploring, but if you meet those challenges, the earth is yours for the rest of your life.
How close do you got to get to that hill to be able to figure out what's going on?
Woo!
The ants of fires. Put your face in that. Woo!
I can feel them biting.
I know. Anything you feel.
You're not kidding me. I had one on my...
That's probably a pine needle. It's the pine needle is poking you. I was watching. Is specifically the cave entrance. I bet that's it. Pit entrance. That thing's been there. Yeah, that's as old as the 70s. Yeah, look at it.
This is the entrance? Yes, sir. You walked right to it.
Yeah, I nailed it on the first try.